All right, how you doing? There you are. New setup. I'm working. Look what I'm working on. One of my latest releases, huh? The Ocean Beach Lifeguard Tower on a museum mount, super glossy. Can you see that edge? I made that edge. Want to see a real good edge? I'll show you a really good edge. Something developers will never be able to do. These guys that hide. We got a fat fish developer over there at, I call him Fat Fish. I think he calls himself AURCA, Orca? Aurica? Guy's a fucking loser. He's into another wannabe Manso and Justo who says he's the last thing from Manso and Justo because he doesn't, for whatever reason, he thinks he's different. He's hiding because all the other developers hide. That's why he's hiding, not realizing that the majority of developers hide. This is what he told me. The majority of developers hide. Therefore, that's his logic as to why he needs to hide. I told him the majority of the people in the world are slaves. And just because the minority of people who want to control things from underneath the blankets while being protected by their mommy doesn't mean anything. I mean, fucking Tony at least has the balls to stick his face out there. You can see his videos on YouTube. You can see who he was before he was a developer for Tron. And he's got $40, $50 million worth of Tron flowing through his contract. What the fuck you got there, Jacker? Jacker and your fucking losers, King of FOMO, all these losers sniped. You guys, I mean, this new Borealis network, they're fucking with me, man. They got me on the top of, they took my saying, where focus goes, energy flows. And so they've got my attention and they got me making videos about them. Got me making videos about the promises. I've already been promised Ethereum from them. Plus, there's like 50 of us that are going to get an airdrop. When we get an airdrop, they're going to think that that's going to help their whole cause when it comes to... I got this new gimbal from DJI. Don't ever get one. They're a fucking pain in the ass. Yeah. So this project is a serious. This project, Borealis, my estimation, for me, coming from somebody who's supposedly being promised money from the developer and the team there, which I know they won't. I told them they won't give me money. I told them they're going to kick me off of the leader of their as the big brains of their project. Told them they're going to kick me off without me quitting, without me running away. They're going to kick me off because they're nothing but bitches. They couldn't handle the dialogue. They fucking, the developer literally said to me, is there any way of blocking you without keeping you from the Discord? Because he's made an arrangement with the promoter who thinks that where focus goes, energy flows, and he's going to steal my focus, which he's done. But, more specifically, when I question this actual project, specifically on how it's going to function, there's a aura, there's a bunch of stupid words. What they've done is what Tony has done. They take a bunch of ideas and they stack them on top of each other to make an already confusing idea the hourglass contract. Don't tell me that you fucking have said this once to somebody and they fully understood what an hourglass contract is in one sitting, okay? They're gonna fucking take an hourglass contract and then stack it with things that are gonna provide the opportunity for oracles like sports betting, all this shit that's already out there, and how it's all centralized. They're saying they're going to be the decentralized source. These fucking morons with this idea. And the developer and the fucking... They kept saying centralized and Oracle. These fucking losers don't understand that centrality is a fucking joke. It's transparency that we need if we're going to fucking make the world a better place. And that's the last thing these losers want, is to be transparent. Because you know why? You know why? They want your fucking Ethereum. They're fucking going so low as to bring me in on their project. That's how desperate they are for your Ethereum. Do not dare give these assholes one Ethereum until they come clean. And supposedly Friday they're going to come clean. I just want to bring it out there that in no way, shape, or form did I consent to them using my presence of being. And in no way, shape, or form am I going to run like a bitch from them. They're going to run from me because they're just like Manso and Justo. And that's what this attention and focus is all about. These guys are losers. They're out there to scam you. They have no interest in developing anything beyond, when I spoke to the administrator, Jack, off there, he said to me that They want to decentralize the central. And so I said, what are the things are you going to affect? He says, you know what he wants to fix? He thinks that localbitcoins.com is a problem. So he wants to create a peer-to-peer solution so that local bitcoins isn't so centralized. Local bitcoins. You're going to pick on local bitcoins? Really? Who the fuck are you? Just fucking pulling the wool over your eyes, leading you to believe there's a better way, just like the rest of them. This is all about participation, guys, and if we're going to participate in anything, let's participate in stuff that's Kandiji. Yeah, I know Power Bank's full of scumbags. I mean, it's just epitomized itself. That's another thing I want to bring up today. Yesterday I watched Trevon talk about how good Token Air is doing. If he had done that with proof on Trevon James back in the day, and he actually was capable of being able to stand up for something back then, proof of Trevon James would be a much different situation. Now with Token Air and his affiliations with people, and then leading you to believe that he's the marketing mayhem master, a maven master of this space, and those idiots out here in the virtual deposit contract space. I got to give him that. He called it a virtual deposit contract. Called what we have here in the STAPS virtual deposit contracts. He told you that if you're a dev, you need to release whatever contract you're doing and connect it to Token Air and give him a percent, like 5% of the divs, for him promoting your app. Who the fuck does this guy think he is? Why the fuck did not Trevon why didn't he not say, look, I have a project, I'm going to devote maybe like 1% or 0.5% to you, to building a community. You know why? Because he's a fucking egotistical motherfucker who wants to take from you in order to lead you to believe that he's giving you something. Just like Netflix, just like Amazon, all these motherfucking subscription services. It's coming to Apple. You're not going to own your Apple phone anymore really soon. And soon enough, it was in an investors meeting. They made it perfectly clear that their intent is to get that model that they've already got us on here, membership model. That's how fucking banks can loan to these motherfuckers. That's why Amazon's so fucking rich, because they've got a fucking concept. It's just like taxes. The reason the government can continue to borrow is because the banks know that there's other motherfuckers who are going to continue to pay it, the tax base. That's why the government gets to borrow with impunity. That's why Amazon gets to borrow with impunity, because they get to rely on their fucking subscription base. That's why Apple is going to a subscription-based phone service where you pay $25 a month for an average Apple phone, and every time a new one comes out, you get it. And that's the incentive. That's the hook. Because you're nothing but a fucking fish and they're feeding off of you. And so with that model in mind, instead of reversing it and being a contributor to others because of something that you have an abundance of, apparently his Token Air is doing so well, why would he not want to share the abundance? Why would he not want to say, look, I'll give you some of mine just so that I can connect with you? You know, there's some motherfucker out there that's going to do that. That day comes, that motherfucker's going to blow up. Yeah, nothing but a bunch of worthless opinions. I had some words with, good words with Saint. Thanks for taking the time to talk. I so look forward. Last thing I want to say, the most important thing, I so look forward to finding out whether or not Sunny's not being definitive on the release date of the peer-to-peer exchange. November is creeping by. We're almost a third of the way through, and I'm really, really anticipatory towards the P2P exchange that Sunny's talking about. I really, these Borealis goons, that's one of their main things they want to do is bring a P2P exchange online, and I don't know. I sure hope Sonny's got his shit together and he's not fucking pulling our dick like the rest of these fuckers. I sure hope so. Anyways, Face says Bitcoin's going up because of the weekly. He's been right before, These fucking speculators selling us fucking the dream of what the manipulators are going to do. We're just waiting. It just makes me sick when somebody's like sitting here and they're reading charts and green bars and in yellow fucking, green and red bars, and then yellow fucking scales. And then because of the way the money is moving, it's going to determine what's coming up in the future. And they're selling you this when everybody fucking knows it's a very, very small group of people that are controlling all of what's going on in this space. And you and I are just sitting here waiting for whatever fucking semen fucking doesn't hit the bitch's tits and comes down and falls on you. Just picture that, because that's who you are. That's who we are. Don't forget it.